What's up, everyone? I'm Code Hero, staff software engineer with 18 years in the industry, and today we're doing the definitive guide to Apple developer accounts. One video, every account type, every question answered. Whether you're a developer, a founder, a CTO, or someone who just has an app idea, this video is for you. We're going to cover what each account is, who it's for, what you need to get it, how your app gets distributed with each one, how long enrollment actually takes, plus TestFlight explained from scratch, and the most common questions I get asked. Grab a coffee, let's get into it. Apple gives you three main options: a free account, the standard paid program at the time of recording, $99 per year, and the enterprise program at $299 per year. Now, before we go deeper, a very important note. Every price I mention today reflects what Apple charges at the time this video was recorded. Apple has kept these prices stable for many years, but they can change, and they do vary by region. Always check developer.apple.com for current pricing before you open your wallet. All right, let's walk through each one. The free account. No payment required, just an Apple account with two-factor authentication on. What you get Xcode, the simulator, Apple's documentation, sample code, the developer forums, and feedback assistant. And you can test on a real physical device, up to 3 devices. But here's the catch. The provisioning profile expires every 7 days. That means every week you need to reconnect your device to your Mac and reinstall the app just to keep running it. Who is this for? If you're learning Swift, exploring Swift UI, following a tutorial, or building your first prototype, this is your starting point. Don't spend money until you're ready to ship. Who should not use the free account? Anyone who wants to put an app in the App Store. Anyone who wants to distribute to testers. Anyone building for a business. There is no path from the free account to public distribution. You will need to upgrade to standard paid program. The Apple Developer Program, Individual, is the most common account for solo developers and indie makers. Same price as the organization tier. The difference is in how your name appears on the App Store. With the individual account, your personal legal name is the seller name. So if your name is Maria Gonzalez, the App Store shows Maria Gonzalez under your app. When should you use individual enrollment? Use this when you're a solo developer publishing your own app, a freelancer building an app for yourself, or a one-person business. What do you need to enroll? An Apple account with two-factor authentication on, your legal age of majority, 18 plus in most countries, your full legal name, and a valid credit or debit card. And a critical warning here, do not use a nickname, alias, or brand name in the name fields. Use your legal name exactly. Apple will delay your enrollment if names don't match. How long does enrollment take? For individuals, it's fast. Usually a few hours, up to 48 hours maximum. How does your app get distributed? Through the public App Store. You upload via Xcode or Xcode Cloud, submit for Apple review, and Apple approves most apps within 24 hours. All right, Apple Developer Program, organization, same annual fee as individual, but your company's legal name appears as the seller, not your personal name. This matters for credibility, for branding, and in some cases, for legal and business reasons. When should you use organization enrollment? Use this when you're building under a registered company, startup, or nonprofit. When you have a team of developers you need to invite. When your company name needs to be the seller identity. What do you need to enroll? Apple account with 2FA, legal entity name, must be exactly your registered business name, and a DUNS number. You also need legal binding authority. You must be the owner or have written authority. A company website with matching info, and Apple may call your phone number to verify. The DUNS number is the thing that surprises most people. If your company doesn't have one yet, you can request it for free, but it can take up to 14 business days to arrive. How long does organization enrollment take? Plan for 2 to 4 weeks total from start to finish, especially if you're getting a DUNS number for the first time. Important note for business owners. The person who completes the enrollment becomes the account holder. Make sure it's someone at your company, not an external developer. If they leave, you lose control. How does app distribution work here? Same as individual, through the public App Store. Plus, you can use Apple Business Manager and Apple School Manager for managed deployment. All right, enterprise account. This is the most misunderstood account Apple offers. So let me be very direct about what it is and what it is not. The Enterprise program is only for organizations that need to distribute a proprietary internal use app directly to their own employees. It should never appear on the App Store. Think: a logistics company's internal inventory scanner, a bank's proprietary risk assessment tool for staff iPads, a retailer's back-office POS app for company-owned devices. If your app is going to customers, partners, or the public, Enterprise is not the right account. Can a solo developer or small team get Enterprise? No. Full stop. Apple will literally review your application and reject it if the $99 standard program would adequately serve your needs. They designed this for private internal needs only. What do you need to enroll in Enterprise? Must be a registered legal entity, no sole proprietors, a separate brand new Apple account, and your DUNS number. You also need legal authority, company website, government-issued ID verification, and Apple must verify and approve your intended use case. Expect 2 to 4 weeks minimum. How do you actually distribute? There's no App Store. MDM is the gold standard. IT administrators can silently push your app to enrolled company devices. No user action needed. As a developer, you produce the signed IPA using your in-house distribution certificate and provisioning profile and hand it to IT. They handle the rest. You can also use secure internal web distribution. Host the signed IPA on a secure internal server and distribute via an HTTPS link. Employees tap the link and it installs directly. If you're automating, Fastlane is your best friend. You can automate building, signing, and uploading to your distribution server, all triggered automatically on every merge. Every commit on release automatically produces a fresh signed Enterprise build ready for MDM deployment. Now let's talk TestFlight. TestFlight is massively underused. It's Apple's official beta testing platform. Think of it as a staging environment for your app, running on real devices in the real world. Testers download the free TestFlight app from the App Store, accept your invite, and your beta installs just like a regular app. Simple as that. Internal testers are team members, up to 100 people, no review needed. External testers are beta users, up to 10,000. The first external build goes through a fast TestFlight review. Use it to validate a release candidate, run a closed beta, or for QA across multiple devices. Use it to collect crash reports and feedback before your app goes live. This catches every developer off guard. Every build you upload to TestFlight expires 90 days after it was uploaded. Once it expires, testers cannot install or even open it. The build cannot be extended or reactivated. This is intentional. Apple wants testers using current builds, not running stale versions with old bugs. Plan your beta cycles inside the 90-day window. If you're running a long beta, upload a fresh build before it expires to keep testers active. Communicate this to non-technical testers. When they see build no longer available, they panic. Get ahead of it. Let them know when to expect updates and automate it with CI/CD. Can enterprise accounts use TestFlight? No. The Enterprise program has no access to App Store Connect. If TestFlight would meet your needs, Apple tells you to use the $99 program. Let me give you a complete reference table. All prices are current at the time of recording. This covers everything from the free account to Enterprise. Now for Q&A. Let's run through the most common questions I get. Question: can I have both the standard and Enterprise program? Yes, but they must use completely separate Apple accounts. You cannot use the same Apple ID for both. You'll manage 2 separate accounts. What if my app is for employees, but also for the public? Use the standard $99 program. Your employees download it like any user. Enterprise is only for apps that never appear on the store. What is ad hoc distribution? It's part of the paid program. It lets you install on up to 100 devices by registering UDIDs. Perfect for client demos or small internal pilots. What are custom apps? Underrated. You publish a private app visible only to specific organizations you authorize. It works with MDM and is often the smarter answer than Enterprise. What happens when membership expires? Your apps get removed within 24 hours. TestFlight builds become inaccessible. Provisioning profiles become invalid. Turn on auto renewal. Small business program? If you earn less than $1 million, you qualify for 15% commission instead of 30%. Enroll as soon as you're live. There's no reason not to. Non-developers, you own the account, not the freelancer. The account holder must be someone permanent. If you're an organization, start early. It takes 2 to 4 weeks, and make sure more than one person has admin access. Never let one person be the single point of failure for your entire App Store presence. iOS developers, code signing is the one thing most people get wrong. Use Fastlane Match to manage it across your team from a shared repository. Don't skip this. Which account do you need? Learning? Free account? Ready to ship alone? Standard program? Individual. Enroll today. You'll have access in hours. Building with a team under a business? Organization. Get your DUNS number now. Proprietary internal apps only. Enterprise. And only if you qualify. And that is the complete guide. You now know everything to choose the right account, set it up, and use TestFlight like a pro. Verify the latest at developer.apple.com. If this video saved you time, hit that like button and subscribe. I put out deep technical content every week. Tell me in the comments, individual, organization, or enterprise. I read everyone. See you in the next video. Peace.